2015. A teenager makes a shocking announcement that shakes the Christian publishing world. I did not die. I did not go to heaven. His name is Alex Malarkey. And 6 years earlier, his story of visiting heaven as a 6-year-old had become a best-selling book. Millions of copies sold. Movie deals. Speaking tours. His family made a fortune. And it was all a lie. This is that story. November 2004. Alex Malarkey, age 6, is in a horrific car accident with his father. Their vehicle flips. Alex suffers a severe brain injury and spinal damage. He's paralyzed from the neck down. On life support. Doctors say he might not survive. But Alex wakes up. And when he does, he tells his parents something extraordinary. He says he died during the accident. He went to heaven. He met Jesus. He saw angels. He encountered demons trying to stop him. His mother, Beth, is amazed. She starts writing down everything Alex says. The details are incredible. He describes heaven's gates, angelic beings, conversations with God. For a grieving family dealing with their son's paralysis, these stories bring hope and meaning. But then something else happens. A publisher hears about Alex's claims. The Boy Who Came Back from Heaven hits bookstores. Co-authored by Alex and his father Kevin. The book explodes. It becomes a New York Times bestseller. Millions of copies sold worldwide. Translation into dozens of languages. Why did it resonate so powerfully? Because people were hungry for proof. Proof that heaven is real. That death isn't the end. That their loved ones are in a better place. Alex's story provided that comfort. A child's innocent testimony about the afterlife. The book detailed his heavenly journey. Golden streets, powerful angels, Jesus with kind eyes, a preview of end times. It was everything people wanted to believe. Christian bookstores couldn't keep it in stock. Churches invited the family to speak. The Malarkeys became celebrities in evangelical circles. Revenue estimates. Over $10 million. But cracks were already forming. Behind the scenes, Alex's parents were divorcing. Custody battles intensified. And Alex himself was struggling. He was still paralyzed. Still in a wheelchair. Still facing a lifetime of medical challenges. The book promised hope and miracles. But Alex's reality was unchanged. Journalists started asking questions. Medical professionals were skeptical. How could a child with such severe brain trauma have such detailed memories? Alex's mother Beth began distancing herself from the book. She claimed the publisher exaggerated Alex's words. That the story had been sensationalized for profit. The publisher denied it. Kevin, Alex's father, continued promoting the book. And Alex? He was caught in the middle. As Alex got older, the weight of the lie became unbearable. He was a teenager now. Old enough to understand what had happened. Old enough to see how his childhood words had been packaged and sold. People approached him constantly. Thanking him. Telling him his story saved their faith. That it helped them through grief. And he knew it wasn't true. January 2015. Alex writes an open letter. It's published online. The confession is direct and devastating. I did not die. I did not go to heaven. I said I went to heaven because I thought it would get me attention. When I made the claims I was a child. I wish the publisher would stop publishing the book. The Christian publishing world is stunned. The publisher, Tyndall House, immediately pulls the book from circulation. Retailers remove it from shelves. The family's credibility collapses overnight. But the damage is done. Millions of books are already in homes worldwide. The story has already shaped countless people's beliefs about the afterlife. So what really happened? Alex later explained. He was a traumatized 6-year-old desperate for attention and approval. His parents were focused on his medical needs. Telling stories about heaven made people pay attention to him. Adults asked leading questions. Did you see angels? Children want to please. He said yes. Those yes became stories. Stories became a book. The book became millions of dollars. Nobody intended it to be a massive hoax. Just spiraled. Kevin, his father, maintained the stories were real and that Alex recanted under pressure. Others involved defended the book's authenticity. But Alex was clear. People have profited from lies and continue to. They should read the Bible, which is enough. The fallout was massive. The heaven tourism book genre collapsed. Publishers became cautious. Similar books faced scrutiny. It raised uncomfortable questions. How many other true stories were embellished? How much of religious publishing was about faith versus profit? Alex's confession didn't just expose one book. It exposed an industry. Today, Alex is in his 20s. He's still paralyzed, still navigating life with his disability. But he's free from the lie. He occasionally speaks about his experience, warning against exploitation in religious publishing. He's found peace in honesty, the book that made millions. Out of print. Cautionary tale. This story matters because it reveals something uncomfortable. We want to believe so badly that we ignore red flags. A 6-year-old with severe brain trauma suddenly has detailed theological knowledge. People accepted it without question. Why? Because the alternative, that death might just be the end, is terrifying. Alex's lie worked because we needed it to be true. The question isn't just why Alex lied. It's why millions of adults chose to believe him without skepticism. And that's the real story here. The boy who came back from heaven. Except he never went. What do you think? Should the family have faced consequences? Was Alex a victim or complicit? Drop your thoughts below. If this story shocked you, hit subscribe. We cover the truth behind viral stories that shaped culture. Until next time, question everything.